makes good curry and it's healthy for your tummy too. There's no need to worry, come to Beardy for your Indian food.
Oh, hello stranger. Long time no see. Oh, it has been a busy week though. I had the launch on Monday and first deliveries on Friday. And I was cooking till very late Thursday night. But no rest for the wicked. The menu's evolving today, so I need to provide something new for you third gears out there. So I'm giving you 3 completely new things to you, I would guess. One is aloo methi, which is simply potatoes and methi leaves, which we'll know from that gorgeous kasuri methi, which is crushed dried fenugreek leaves. The second, I can't believe I forgot to put on the inaugural menu, which is an absolutely wonderful rice called, kaju pulao. Kaju just means cashews. So it's not a great one for slimmers, I'll be honest, but a brilliant one for vegans because it's stuffed with protein and there's beautiful cashew nuts. And the final one is a combination of mushrooms and definitely a personal favourite pulse, black-eyed beans. So we're going to start off with the simplest of them, the aloo methi, or Methi Aloo if you prefer. So let's go. So I've got a small amount of coconut oil in the pan, and I'm just going to throw my potatoes straight in there. It is smoking a bit, which would suggest it's rather too hot. We don't want this too hot, because with the amount of oil that I use, these potatoes do stick very easily. Something that is better to do, but not easy on a big scale, is to use an air fryer to cook the potatoes initially. Certainly one way to avoid them sticking is to keep them constantly moving as much as you can, certainly. So we're going to fry them off for a few minutes. Now, just while those potatoes are beginning to colour, I've done a bit of prep for the black-eyed peas. Now, I'm going to cook this tomorrow, so I'm soaking these overnight. And, I think they're wonderful. They have such a creamy texture to them and a beautiful creamy flavour. So these potatoes are just starting to get some colour now. They're also catching on the bottom inevitably, but once we add the methi into there, we should reclaim all of that goodness from the bottom, and that will really add to the richness of the flavour, the almost like a caramelised flavour into there as well, as we know. Right, they're starting to colour up now. They're starting to look the business. So we're going to add in 1 chopped green chilli. And just a pinch of asafoetida. And once we've stirred those through, we're going to add the methi in as well. This stuff is just wonderful. Now you'll see there's a lot there, but just like with saag, with spinach, you'll see that it just beds down to nothing, but the flavour really intensifies as a result. Just like when you reduce down a stock or a sauce. Oh, the chilli and the asafoetida are really jumping out at you now. Perfect, and we're getting that goodness off the bottom even with the moisture of the chilli. So, that's stirred nicely. I'm going to throw my methi in now. Oh, and it's so like kasuri methi, but fresh, not surprisingly. Yeah, and it's already halved in size as it hits the base of that pan. It starts to wilt. And the green intensifies as the moisture starts coming out. So I'm going to reduce the heat on that now. And as that methi cooks, we'll start to release some moisture and we'll regain the goodness on the bottom of that pan. Around a half teaspoon of salt going in. Now normally aloo methi is a very dry dish, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this because I like a bit of moisture within there. Now, as I say, normally this would be a dry dish, but in addition, normally this would have, at the very least, triple the ghee inside here. Well, I say ghee, triple the oil. So it would be dry, but it would not be dry, if you see what I mean. The oil obviously would give its own liquid. Now we don't have that luxury here, so we're going to be using the water that's given off instead. The beauty of this dish is its simplicity. I mean, the vast majority of dishes that I cook have at the very least 6 different spices, so the flavours are complex and rich. This one has, not including salt, it's got 4 ingredients. It's got the spuds, The methi, a little chili, and a little asafoetida. And the asafoetida is just there to give it a little bit of a tang. And the glory of that is that the simple flavours of those simple ingredients really shines through. Yes! Again, without the benefit of lots of oil, I say benefit, you know what I mean, without the benefit of cooking with lots of oil, you have to find different ways to reclaim that goodness. And there you have it. Methi Aloo. So simple and yet so gorgeous.
Oh, Beardy, chef